Hey guys, this is AgentMindStorm, and today I want to talk about everything that was revealed at Minecon Earth 2018. It was Saturday of last week, and there was a lot of stuff revealed. We're going to start with the smaller stuff and then gradually get into the bigger and bigger stuff as the video goes on. So let's get started. One of the weirdest things that they announced at all of Minecon was Minecraft Dungeons. It's like a spin-off Minecraft game similar to Minecraft Story Mode that has really similar visual style in that, like, limbs bend with elbows and stuff. That's kind of weird. And it also plays pretty loosely with the square limitations of the game. Like, there's plants and chains that you can see, and there's little coins, and the enemies don't stay exactly on the blocks. It's really something interesting, and it looks really different, and they haven't shown any gameplay. In fact, we've only seen one in-game image, and it's this one right here. So as you can see, it looks very good in-game, but there are a few weird things about it. They've said they're taking the combat and adding it to the other game, so we don't know if this means the 1.8 combat mechanics or the 1.9 combat mechanics. I'm leaning toward 1.9 because of the next point that's kind of weird, which is that they're only releasing it on PC as of currently. So another weird thing, why would they be releasing it on PC when they're making such a huge push to release things on all platforms? It's really weird for a lot of reasons, and they're also said that there's going to be lots of new enemies and bosses and fun things, so hopefully it ends up being a good game. It doesn't seem like my kind of thing. Jeb described it as a dungeon crawler, if that means anything to you. So hopefully it's a fun game. It'll probably be super easy, though. I don't know. Anyways, let's get on to the more interesting stuff. Like, for example, the fact that add-ons on Bedrock Edition are getting so much better. I have a list right here of all the things they're improving, so let me just go over it real fast and then explain them later. You can add new mobs. You can add new items to go along with the mobs. You can define the textures and the file path that the mob uses. You can define where motions and models move. You can define where they spawn, and you can make custom particles. So let's explain all these in depth a little bit. First off, adding new mobs. This has been the biggest thing that's been holding back add-ons currently, because you have to be replacing a current mob, so you can't add something new without taking something away. Now they're getting rid of that limitation. In the video they showed as basically a duplication of the chicken AI, except they follow you with bread, and they called them ducks. And as you can see, they're basically a chicken, but they have a different texture and a different spawn egg, which is how they're adding, like, different items, and people will obviously find better ways than spawn eggs to add items, like a wand or something. You could already sort of do it with Education Edition features, but now it's way more supported officially in the game. Moving models means that you can have, like, a six-legged creature, and all the legs will move naturally. That's a really big one. It's been super hard to add creatures because you have really big limitations to focus on that are now removed. Also, defining the textures that the mob uses, that might not seem very big to people, but to me it is, and to a lot of resource people it's good, because now you could always model them, but now you can actually define where the texture is, so you can make it in any path, any file area, and that's useful for just a lot of reasons that I don't want to get into now. And then finally, custom particles is very good, because imagine if you make an invisible mob that generates particles. You don't even need the particle command anymore. Just put a mob, make it generate particles. All really good stuff, and controlling where mobs spawn is just the icing on the cake. You have full control of everything now. It's amazing. You can also make mobs that spawn other mobs. That's already a feature, but it was shown more extensively. It's just, add-ons are going to be amazing, basically. But now let's get on to the really big stuff, new features for all the versions. One of the big things of Minecon Earths has been voting. Last year there was the monster of the ocean depths, the night skies, and then the other two that I can't remember. The monster of the night skies one, it became the Phantom. That was my choice. It was amazing. I loved it, by the way. Phantom is a great addition, and now we've done another vote, except this vote, we're not getting rid of the other options. They're just coming later. So the vote was between the savannah, the desert, and the taiga, and you had to decide which one would win, and be added first. So I wanted taiga, and it seemed like the rest of the Minecraft community didn't, because they thought, oh, desert or savannah will have much cooler features. The second they showed foxes in campfires, everyone freaked out, and it's funny, because that's not even the reason I wanted the taiga. I wanted the taiga because A, taigas are super boring right now, and B, the bushes are going to be so interesting to make farms with, but apparently, everyone else just wanted the flashy stuff, the foxes and the campfires. And the campfire's literally flashy. We don't know if it'll have functionality. And then also there's the fact that they haven't decided, Jeb said, that they haven't decided on whether or not they want foxes to be hostile, neutral, or docile. So it'll be interesting seeing what comes out, maybe you'll be able to tame them, who knows. And then, of course, the other stuff from the other biomes is coming later too, like the termites and the ostriches. They've confirmed all that already. It's just way pushed back, like way back. And now we don't know which update this taiga vote will come at, because there have been confirmed to be 2 updates. There's going to be one near the end of 2018 in December, which is coming up real fast, actually. And then they said early 2019 is going to be a bigger update. So we don't know which one it's in, but if I had to make a guess, it'll probably be in the December one, because the December one is more of like just a combination of loads of different random features, more of like a 1.10 than anything else. I don't know what the theme is, but I'll talk about it in the next. Those 2 updates, one of them, the one that's coming in December, or basically 2018, late 2018 though, is, I think a good name for it could be the cute update, or possibly they could bring back the love and hugs update as the joke one. But basically they're adding loads of stuff, so let me do a quick overview before we expand into it. They're going to add pandas, they're going to add more cats, they're going to add bamboo, they're going to add scaffolding, they're going to add possibly, this is not confirmed, but it seems like it's enough of a meme that they're going to do it at this point, brown mushrooms. Please go vote it, linked in the description, and in a card in the corner of the video. Go, 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 vote for it. Vote for the brown mushroom. We all want the brown mushroom. Hashtag Team Brown Mushroom for president. No. Okay, but seriously, there's a lot of stuff coming in this update, just the small one. So let's get into the first point, the pandas. The pandas are just look at them. They're cute, they're amazing, and they live in jungles. So jungles are going to have 3 exclusive mobs now. They seem to be spawning in the bamboo areas in all the videos, which is something else they're adding that we'll talk about later. But basically, what we've learned about pandas so far is they were decided by a mob vote, kind of like last year, but for Chinese players only. It's really interesting. They didn't even disclose this information publicly, like officially, but you could already find it if you went to the Chinese Minecraft site. It's really interesting how they did that. They've also said that there's going to be a rare brown panda variant, like a brown mushroom, but, you know, brown pandas. Which, by the way, hashtag vote brown mushroom. So, there is a lot of stuff to talk about with these pandas. First off, they have different personalities. There are an angry panda, which has these red eyes, as you can see. It's kind of scary looking. They also like eating bamboo. They have a really interesting animation. I love it. And then there's also another personality they can have that's lazy panda. They lie on their back and kind of just like wave their arms in the air. It's amazing. I love all these guys. There's also going to be baby pandas, just to add on to everything. Now, some stuff we don't know yet. Are they going to climb up bamboo? And are they going to like breed? Obviously they're going to breed somehow, but are they going to breed normally? And then also, finally, what's their use? All the mobs have to have a use. That's been the rule recently. So what are foxes' use? What are pandas' uses? And then something else about the pandas that just makes them amazing. They sneeze. I mean, look at this. Listen to this. Isn't that the best thing you've ever seen? The little pandas. Now, we're not sure if it's just baby pandas or if adult ones can sneeze too, but I really hope it's just baby ones, because that's just, it's beautiful. The pandas, of course, cannot come without the bamboo. The bamboo and the pandas are, like, linked forever. And it's unknown if they're adding a new biome called the bamboo forest. When they were talking, they said bamboo forests are gonna be where you find bamboo. But then, when they showed the video, it seemed like it was just a sub-biome added on to the jungle. Because the jungles, of course, they've got lots of stuff in them. Seriously, jungles are quite possibly the most interesting biome. They've got jungle temples, they've got custom trees not found anywhere else, cocoa beans, 3 custom mobs now. Just, they're gonna be, like, the best. And also, bamboo is edible, at least by the pandas. Not sure if we're gonna be able to eat it as players yet. As you can see in the video, the top texture is also a little different. This is probably because of, like, seeds or something. Maybe that's how they mark that you can break these ones, kind of like chorus plants. And then you can also see tiny plants in this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's supposed to be baby bamboo. As you can see, it's just like growing up out of the ground, shooting up for the first time, and it's used to breed pandas. Quite obviously, they're eating it, they love it. I don't know what else we would use to breed pandas. That's not, of course, 100% confirmed, but it's like 99%. And you can also use it to craft scaffolding, a brand new block that collapses when you break the bottom, kind of like chorus plants, actually. And then you can also climb up it really fast, so it's unknown if this will replace ladders, or if it's just going to be an alternative to ladders, or... It's going to be great for building, though, and you craft it from bamboo, of course. Something that was really a surprise to me that they actually focused a lot on are cats. Cats are something that in Minecraft is quite interesting. They repel creepers, they're pets, they're interesting to tame. Unlike all the other mobs, you just run up and force feed them like 50 seeds. The cats, you have to, like, sneak around by them. But now they're changing them. They say they're separating them from ocelots. So I don't know if this means you'll be able to tame ocelots or if ocelots will gain a new use. We don't know too much about it. They also said they're going to be adding, like, stray cats that just kind of wander around. And as you can see right here, they showed 9 or actually 8 cat skins that they're going to be replacing the current ones with. And then that mystery in the middle is going to be decided by the community. And now you all better go vote at IBXCookie on Twitter. Vote IBXCookie for Minecraft. That's my request. I know I've been asking you a lot of things, but please vote at IBXCookie into Minecraft. Now let's get to the big stuff. The early 2019 update is honestly not what I expected. I was expecting a cave update. But this seems so much cooler. It's called Village and Pillage, and let me just do a quick overview of all the features. There's going to be new villagers, new villages, different skins for villagers in different biomes, different buildings for the villages in different biomes, pillagers, the pillager beast, crossbows, and lots of new blocks. So let's talk about them a little more. One of the biggest things that they mentioned about the new villagers is that they have reworked trading. It's not clear if they're doing that 100% yet, but they did say something about reworking trading, which is good because trading is such a ripoff right now. 23 emeralds for some shears? No thank you, Mr. Villager. Then they're also going to be separating the 6 different biomes they can spawn in into different skins, which is plains, savanna, desert, taiga, snowy taiga, and the new one that they just revealed, jungle. No one's really been talking about this one, but it looks cool. As you can see, they're actually wearing ocelot pelts in most of their clothing, which is interesting. Maybe ocelots are going to be a hostile mob now. We don't know too much about the jungle ones, just that look at all these skins, by the way. These are all really detailed, and there's such a contrast from the last villagers, I'm not 100% sure I like them yet. But I think they're very good. It remains to be seen how they're handled. Each profession has been separated into a different skin. So currently, there's a jacket, and then under the jacket umbrella, there's like a few professions. So for example, for the priest, there's only cleric. But for the librarian, there's both librarian and cartographer. For normal villagers, there's farmer, fletcher, and shepherd. So those are all going to get their own skins. So for example, farmer and shepherd will look entirely different. The only one that we're not sure will get its own skin is nitwit. It might actually stay the same too, because they didn't show it in any of the videos, and there's only 12 professions, with the 13th one being the nitwit. Interesting how they're going to deal with that. Not sure if they even want to keep it in the game. The new villages excite me almost as much as the new villagers do. Just because we haven't seen all of them is really the only reason I'm holding back. Because we've seen the plains, and look at this plains biome, by the way. The roofs are much better, they slope better, all of the buildings actually look more interesting, and then there's this marketplace area that we haven't seen any like in any villages at all. And the only thing that seems to not have changed is the priest tower in the plains one. In the desert houses, these have entirely been overhauled. They don't use wood or sandstone or anything. Actually, they use sandstone, but they use smooth sandstone. So there's actually 3 types of sandstone. Normal sandstone, cut sandstone, smooth sandstone. They use smooth sandstone. Really interesting, and all the desert ones also have flat roofs. There's a lot of stuff to talk about in the desert ones that I'm going to expand to later. But then there's also, of course, the jungle ones, which we haven't seen yet, but I'm assuming that they'll use the trees in some way, which is going to be really cool to see. Then there's also going to be the taiga, snowy taiga, and of course, the savanna. And I'm not sure if the snowy taiga and taiga will have different ones, because currently they don't. But since the villagers have different skins for snow and normal, I'm assuming that the villages will too, because wouldn't they want special stuff for snow? I don't honestly know too much about it, but the new village structures just look so much better than before. They fit their biome. Honestly, totally like the villages. The villagers are great. The pillagers, though, are here to prove why we can't have nice things. They're related to the illagers somehow. They have very similar textures, and they actually use crossbows as a weapon. They wander around in groups with something called the Beast, and then they attack villages in an event called Raids that hasn't really been talked about too much yet. and they just look really interesting. As you can see, they wander around. They're not the most detailed mob, they just look like another illager, to be completely honest, but they're pillagers, they attack villages. Not quite sure what they're gonna do 100%, maybe they just attack villages, but the more interesting thing in this group is that there's the Beast, which I think we should call the Ravager. But, by the way, that's a suggestion from Christian Larson, that's not my suggestion. Ravager is a great name for it, though, and it has 4 legs that all look really crazy. I love the design of this guy. And his neck extends when he attacks someone. Like, it just look at this picture. Look how much that extends out. It looks amazing in a video because it, like, butts forward, hits a villager. He also tramples crops. And then the most interesting thing to me, he has a saddle. Now, I'm not sure if this means he'll be tameable, or if the pillagers, will ride him. And then it's also unknown if the Illusioner will have anything to do with this, the currently unused guy. He is ranged, like the other one. They do use crossbows, which are a new item being added. So, very interesting. And then also, we have no idea how they're going to spawn. They could spawn at nighttime, they might just spawn randomly. Do you have to be in a village? Do they attack houses? We don't know much about them, but they look really cool. And honestly, that's why it's called Village and Pillage. The crossbows remind me of the trident a lot in that it's another way to be long range. It's interesting. We went from 1 or 2, if you count Snowball, ways to hit people from a distance to 3 or 4 if you count Snowball. And the crossbow is like the bow, but it takes longer to charge, and it has 3 custom enchantments, and it does more damage. But it's terrible up close, as you can see. It does nothing up close. And the 3 enchantments are multi-shot, which splits the arrow into 3. We're not sure if it duplicates the arrow, and you only use 1, or if it actually shoots 3 arrows at once and uses up 3. Also not sure how it'll work with poison arrows and all the other kinds. It can also shoot fireworks if you have a firework in your offhand, but if you have anything else other than arrows or fireworks in your offhand, you cannot shoot the crossbow. It needs 2 hands to fire, and one of those hands is putting the thing in there. So you're either holding an arrow and the crossbow, or you're holding nothing in the crossbow. You cannot be holding a block, because you're not going to fire a block out of the crossbow, are you? It's unknown if they deal damage to players and blocks, like the firework ones, because in the video, they explode into a creeper face. We're not sure if that's their only use, but since firework explosions do damage to players normally, it makes sense that these would too. But will they do explosive damage? We don't know. And then this also confirms directional fireworks being added to Java Edition. It's the only version missing them. Bedrock Edition has directional fireworks. Console Edition has directional fireworks. And they're craftable, interestingly. Unlike the Trident and all the other stuff like the Elytra, you can just straight up craft them. Not sure if they're going to be expensive or cheap or anything, but they're going to be an alternative to bows. And actually a good alternative, too. Really interesting to see how this ends up affecting combat overall. The last big thing that was confirmed at Minecon Earth were lots and lots of new blocks. Dinnerbone did say they were adding a lot of slabs and stairs, and we've seen a few of them already. First off, sandstone walls. Those aren't slabs or stairs, but they were seen in the village trailer, and of course we have cobblestone walls, mossy cobblestone walls. Sandstone walls was a logical expansion, and hopefully we'll also be getting stone brick walls and all the other slab and stair types getting walls, because why not, you know? And then also, they've confirmed smooth sandstone stairs and smooth sandstone slabs. As you can see, not cut sandstone, which used to be smooth sandstone. They've renamed a new block to smooth sandstone, which looks like the bottom of cut sandstone. As you can see, here's a video. You got normal sandstone up at the top, then you got cut sandstone down at the ground, and then above it you got smooth sandstone. The smooth sandstone stairs and slabs are confirmed, and it's kind of funny. You know, a long time ago, before TU31, 4J Studios shared a screenshot of Xbox One Edition, I think it was, and they had some hidden smooth sandstone stairs in the picture, and we were like, oh my gosh, this is the first big console exclusive feature. Now, they're finally being added to the game. They were confirmed to be a bug, and then removed, which, really stupid, by the way. But now they're being officially added to the game, to every single version except Console Edition, which has since been discontinued. Oh no. It's really sad, but honestly, I am super excited for the smooth sandstone slabs and stairs. Those are going to add a lot to building, and then this also confirms that there's going to be a way to craft smooth sandstone, smooth red sandstone, and smooth quartz. Hopefully they also add ways to like craft the petrified wood blocks, which is just wood but it acts like stone. Lots and lots and lots of stuff basically, guys. Minecon Earth was amazing. Even if a lot of Minecon Earth was filler, the parts that weren't filler, like the Village and Pillage update, the Cute update, which is what I'm going to call it no matter what the name is, I'm calling it the Cute update, and the add-ons and Minecraft dungeons, those 4 big pieces of news are just, I'm just so excited for everything, except Minecraft dungeons really, because we haven't seen too much about that. Pandas, personally, I think are going to be a really fun mob for people, but I think I might like the Pillagers, and the Illager Beast a lot more. Make sure to vote for IBX Cookie to get into Minecraft. Make sure to vote for Brown Mushrooms to get into Minecraft. And make sure to call the Beast the Ravager. Anyways, guys, that is the end of this video. So for now, I do want to tell you all, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.